look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee on the banks of the majestic Mississippi River. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Bronx. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Duncan. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Memphis, Pau Gasol is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Zach Randolph. Then it's Conley. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the 2 spot. So Memphis will get the first possession. Conley surveying the D. Misses the 3. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Bronx.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Here's Abdul Rahim. Gasol is doubled. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Gasol.
That's the Grizzlies' first basket.
Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play.
Shane Battier is checked in for Memphis.
First team foul in for Memphis.
Here's Conley.
Shane Battier.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Out to the right wing. Here's Gasol. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here is Harden. On the wing, Irving. By Conley. Irving passes to Duncan. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Battier. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Irving kicks to Harden. And another miss by the Bronx.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The pass to Batty. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Duncan with the block.
And Duncan just times that one perfectly. A shooter should never attempt those kind of shots with Timmy roaming the rim. That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down. Maybe get the best possible shot next time down.
Pass to Randall. Over Harden. The shot's good from Randolph.
Always has had such a nice, soft, deft touch. Randolph feels like he can score at will right now.
Timeout called here, the first for the Bronx.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
And the Bronx run with a whole new group out there. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pippen dishes to Embiid. Back to Pippen. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. The Bronx will retain possession, and Memphis making a change here. Wells is checked in.
Barnsley Wells.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Conley. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Bronx trails by 8. Pippen, and it's Pippen slamming it down.
And Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
1:53 left in the first quarter. And it's Conley penetrating. And Embiid with the block.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Sensational feel in the painted area. Get Gasol the ball. Let him use his size and intelligence to full advantage.
Now Battier. Scottie Pippen missing from long range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And White kicks to Pippen. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. And the shot goes down. Pippen's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
So timeout call here. First for Memphis.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, hold the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Now, here is Bibby. Rudy Gay on the wing, guarded by Pippen. Gay can't get it to go. The Bronx trails by 6. This one for 3. Pass to Pippen. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Feeds it to Frazier. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kevin. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Byron Scott, he's checked in for Wells. Duncan, he's checked in for the Bronx. Dumars comes in for White. And here's Bibby. 29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Gasol on the high post. Bibby against Frazier. Offensive rebound. Reeves. And the rejection by Embiid. Dumars the pass to Embiid. To the wing on the left. To the middle. Duncan finds Embiid. From deep three-point range. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into the...
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So on the floor for the Bronx, we've got Joe Dumars. Duncan is out there with Embiid. Then there's Pippen. And it's Irving in at the 1.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Gay scanning before. Shoots over Pippen. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Dumars. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gay right side. Shoots over Pippen. Gay can't hit. And it's Irving with the ball for the Bronx. It's a 3-point game. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Mike Bibby. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Greg Anthony. Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Outside, Scott. Pass to Gay. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Rahim. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Outside, Irving. Duncan, the pass to Irving. Now here's Pippen, covered by Anthony. On the wing, Dumars. Irving for 3. Duncan kicks to Dumars. Pippen for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Pippen's got 7 points.
We all know how devastating Kyrie can be scoring the basketball, but very encouraging to see how he's trying to set up his teammates as a playmaker right here.
Pippen against Gay. Outside Anthony. Here's Abdul-Rahim, guarded by Embiid, and out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession.
Bronx ball.
Career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Marcus All checked in for Gasol.
Bronx
Patty
foul.
comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Williams in for Scott.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Battier. He's covered by Leonard. Stolen by Harden.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Here's Anthony. And another miss by Memphis. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Inside, Embiid with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bronx.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. To the inside. Here's Gasol, drilled from 11 feet out. Gasol's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
White against Williams. Let's go. And the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Offensive rebound. Gasol. Good D by Embiid.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
From deep, Harden. They get the rebound. Outside Leonard. Puts up a 3. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Here's White. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Williams. Memphis trails by 4. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And there's the pass to Gasol. He gets it in there. 8 points for him.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And here's Leonard from 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Bronx on top as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Conley. Shane Battier is out there with Zach Randolph. And there's Wells, and it's Reeves in at the 5, down low.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Leonard finds Harden. The 3, and the Bronx, another 3.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Conley with a wide open look, sinks the three-pointer. Conley's got 5 now.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Pau Gasol's checked in for the Grizzlies. Scott comes in for Shane Battier. Then for the Bronx, Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Frazier in for Irving. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Joe Dumars, he's checked in for the Bronx. Here's Gasol. 6 to shoot. Conley inside the line. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor. Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Outside Dumars. From outside the arc. That shot missing, and it's Memphis the other way. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along. He was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
And Scott has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Frazier the pass to Dumas. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Leonard with the ball. Zach Randolph covering. And the dunk by Duncan.
And that's a slam dunk from the big fundamental. You don't want to get in the way when he's throwing it down.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And they just can't seem to get going.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And some changes here for the Bronx. Pippen's checked in for Leonard, and it's White in for Joe Dumars. Gasol wide open, he fires, and too long on the shot. The Bronx leading by 7. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Pippen simply put one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Pippen. And so it's Memphis with it. Outside Anthony. Pass to Gasol. They get it back and out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession. Rudy Gay's checked in for Memphis. Battier comes in for Anthony.
Rudy Gay.
Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
And no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
Duncan dishes to Frazier over Battier, and that one's on target from the wing. Frazier's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bronx. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Shot to stop the run. That one doesn't drop.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Frazier kicks to White. Releases. And the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Byron Scott, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Gay left side. Shoots over Pippen. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Frazier against Scott. Up top, Frazier. Shot clock at 5. And it's White missing. And so it's the Bronx. 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Just can't wait till I get this song. Go ahead, get you some. Yeah.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Memphis trails by 13. So on the floor for the Bronx. Duncan out there with Pippen. Then it's White. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard.
His first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Irving against Williams. Down low. That one's good, and the Bronx lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Anthony.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pippen, the pass to Harden. To the paint. Here's Duncan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
The assist.
Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
Duncan with the block.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Misses from close range.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Abdul Rahim can't hit. The Bronx leading by 13. Here's Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. To the inside. Here's Gasol. And another miss by Memphis. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Irving kicks to Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Embiid's got his first bucket of the night.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Pau Gasol is checked in for Gasol. Wells comes in for Anthony. And it's Conley in for Jason Williams. Then for the Bronx, Davis comes in for Embiid. And it's Leonard in for Scottie Pippen.
And Pau Gasol still remains an offensive threat for this basketball team, expanding his range over time and still has that nice soft jumper.
Pau Gasol.
He hits the second from the line. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Nobody near Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his fourth assist in this one. Conley against Irving. Outside, Randolph. Over Duncan. And another miss by Memphis. And it's Davis with the ball for the Bronx. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And Memphis making a change here. Scott's checked in.
Byron Scott.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Conley. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Outside Leonard. And here's Harden for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. .144 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Scott to the middle. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Scott.
And sometimes there's just no stopping Pau Gasol, a slender 7-footer that has no problem scoring over the defense.
Timeout called. The Bronx. They lead by 15. 1:37 left in the game. Duncan.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Got that one up quick. And the Bronx leads by 18.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Fourth selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
And Conley drops them both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside Dumars. Back to Tatum. No good on the 3.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Conley for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Conley's got 10 points in just the second half.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Gasol against Ingram. And Gasol sends it back. Outside Conley. Gasol trying to free himself up. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Frazier. And another miss by the Bronx. Now here's Wells. Covered by Dumars. Gay. Here's Reeves. Gasol trying to free himself up. Reeves can't hit. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Ingram wide open. No good from outside. Over in the corner, Conley. No good with the triple. From downtown, no good. So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.